Hey, fellow knights, welcome back to another video. So this lady, she got royally fucked over a few years ago by Disney when she made a tweet that many people said wasn't really offensive. Disney was just in their failing fifis when they fired her for said tweet. So I know when Elon Musk took over Twitter, they said that if you were unfairly fired for whatever beliefs, to contact my team and we'll help you. So Gina Carano did, and apparently she won the lawsuit between her and Disney for her unnecessary firing. So I guess now she's in talks to potentially playing Cara Dune again. So let's see. So following the quiet sentiment of her lawsuit against Disney, Gina Carano has now confirmed she's already spoken directly to the Star Wars heavyweights, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, and not through intermediaries or PR statements. A direct conversation. According to Carano herself, despite the actress's tumultuous past with Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy, it wasn't hostile or tense. It was friendly. So a conversation that raises big questions. So that was this video. So during a recent appearance on an Ariel Halen show, Carano revealed that she and her former Star Wars collaborators connected over Zoom after the Lego dust settled. What stood out wasn't tension or unresolved conflict. It was normal everything. It was how normal everything seemed. Um, quote unquote. I've already had a conversation with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Really lovely. After we settled the lawsuit, we got on a Zoom call. It was really nice. Dave Filoni taking over CEO of Star Wars, and it's like we didn't even miss a beat. And Jon Favreau was really funny. Got on the Zoom, and he's like, "So, where did we leave off?" And we had, we hadn't spoke for a while, and he was like, "Where did we leave off?" That line, "Where did we leave off?" is doing a lot of heavy lifting because whether it was said jokingly or not, it immediately sparked the obvious question: were they just being polite, or is something more than implied for the future of Gina Carano and Star Wars? So, Carano's exit from the Mandalorian back in 2021 was anything but quiet. Disney cut ties after a handful of social media posts the internet deemed controversial, abruptly ending her run as Cara Dune. Even as other actors, including Pedro Pascal, posted far more overt political rhetoric that was similar consequence. Fast forward to 2024, and she filed for a lawsuit against the company alleging wrongful termination. Wrongful termination. Um, and discrimination. That case was later settled out on the court, and Disney is signaling a willingness to identify opportunities to work again in the future. After this time, many brushed that line off as corporate language. Now it hits differently. Another key wrinkle in the story is Dave Filoni expanded leadership role position within Lucasfilm. Dave Filoni is now co-head of Lucasfilm, which means that creative direction of Star Wars runs through him. He's not just influential anymore, he's in charge. The shift is especially notable given that Carano's fallout with the studio happened under the previous Kathleen Kennedy led era, a period marked by more rigid handling of public controversies. So when Carano describes their interactions as seamless, as if they didn't even miss a beat, that suggests that there was a lingering friction on the on a personal level between the two of them, and creative leadership open shifts shifts often open doors for the previous seemed closed. So does this mean Cara Dune is set to return? Gina Carano offered no indication on a return to Star Wars is currently in motion. No talks of contracts, no hints of future appearances, just conversation. But let's be honest, there wasn't nothing either. This was nothing either. Studios don't typically reconnect with their like this after a high profile split unless there is some willingness to keep the door cracked open. Whether that led anywhere is a completely different story. But the idea that the relationship is beyond repair clearly isn't accurate anymore. The reality, the door is no longer locked. For now, that's where things stand. No official announcement, no confirmed projects, just a surprisingly cordial exchange between Filoni, Carano, and Favreau, three people who at one point were the center of one of the Star Wars most talked about controversies. And yet, here we are, with a simple question lingering in the air. Where did we move off? It may have been a joke, or it may have been something more. So, I do think, or I do hope, I should say, that this will lead to Cara Dune coming back. I know some people are saying maybe she's makes a surprise cameo in Mando and Grogu. And maybe she does. Maybe they'll film something quick and edit it in as like an after credit scene in Mando and Grogu for like a tease for like that maybe they'll pick up the Rangers of the New Republic. I would be open to seeing Cara Dune come back. I think she was one of the better parts of season 1 and season 2. And I think it was season 3. She was that's like before season 3 came out, that's when she was like fired by the Kathleen era. So I am happy that they like from what it seems, everything was squared. No bad blood between Carano and the Filoni and Favreau. Happy about that. So I'm hoping this will lead to Cara Dune coming back and her return being as badass as ever. Because I think I can speak for everyone here who might be watching, at least most people who are watching, at the very least, most people, that what Lucasfilm Disney did under the Kathleen Kennedy era to Gina Carano was messed up. They should have done it way better if they were going to fire her. And if they were going to fire Carano for her take, then they should have fired people who had the quote unquote as extreme or more extreme takes on the other side of whatever poll she had. Was I know the argument. I'm just saying, if you're going to like fire one person for making remarks on one side and you deem that as extreme, then you need to do the same thing for the other extreme. You can't play like favoring one side but condone or accept the other. That's messed up, and it's morally right, and that's part of the reason why there's was so many people who were behind Gina Carano. And I'm happy they didn't kill her off. They said that she was like under special forces in Mano season 3. So I'm happy they didn't kill her off. So I'm very much interested to see where they'll take her, assuming they will bring her back. So that said, what do you fellow knights think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I'll talk to you fellow mutants and Jedi Knights, Sith Lords, and other citizens in the galaxy later. And may the force be with us all.